Oh, this is a thing.
Yes.
I like this one, and I think I'd love to have Dan come in on this one, because Dan is an expert. Hey Dan.
Yo.
Can you explain who the best boy in Kingdom Hearts is and why it's not Roxas?
Thank you.
If you didn't hear that on stream, we just heard Ben audibly yell,
Yo,
thank you!
Through the wall.
Yeah, through the wall.
This question started easy and got difficult at the end.
And why it's... Okay, so first to define why it can't be Roxas, could you define who is Roxas?
Sorry.
Oh.
So, Roxas is... Oh, gosh. Okay. So...
This is a spoiler zone.
Spoilers is not my concern.
Yeah.
Explaining alone is my concern. So... The one thing that makes Kingdom Hearts a little difficult to follow is that in Kingdom Hearts you do not die when your heart, body, and soul get separated. They become two separate characters who are independent beings on their own. So the main character, they can get mixed up. One person's heart can get stored inside another person for a while. They can get reunited and become the old person again. So you got to keep track of not only the original batch of characters but all their component parts throughout the series.
Oh, it's like Homestuck.
Yeah, probably. I
yes.
assume. Yes? Okay.
Sure.
This got way easier then.
In that it's impenetrable.
Yes, that was more or less
And
what I
there's
meant.
alternate versions of people.
Yes. But the alternate versions are basically those versions oh, I lost my heart and the shell left behind is what I am now. So I'm like an alternate version of myself. And if I got that heart restored again, then I could be back to my old version of myself. But my heart is also probably another person or a monster out in the world somewhere.
What if it doesn't want to go back? What if it's like, no, I've tasted my freedom?
That
comes up.
You just so perfectly segued me exactly into this is why everyone loves Roxas. It's because Roxas is there's a moment in one game where Sora, the main character, loses his heart for just a brief instant, and Roxas is when that happens, a husk nobody, they call them in the game, is born, who is I'm being argued with, but the nobody is born. Roxas is the nobody who is born, doesn't know it, and eventually realizes, when this other person who got split apart gets restored again, I'm gone, aren't I? And basically he's just like a tragic sort of character who realizes, oh no, I exist to be eventually reabsorbed. He has a whole bunch of other tragic stuff happen to him, and forms relationships and friendships. His friends are once he does get re-restored, are no, hey, give him back, and it turns into a whole dramatic stuff. That there's so few times when the drama in Kingdom Hearts actually works because the plot of all of it is so much you have so much context you have to be able to absorb. He's one of the few characters where a lot of the drama points actually do sort of almost land, and so that's why people get attached to him very easy. But I, at some point, would love to sit down with a drink with Ben, because I want to just hear him go off for a while.
I'm getting in on this, too, because I also have strong opinions about Roxas as best boy.
I've been immersed in I have to write a lore recap video, so I've been immersed in this very deeply for a few months.
Oh yeah, all three of us have done full playthroughs of Kingdom Hearts in the relatively recent bit.
I just don't know how people can not have Axel as their best boy, because he's the best boy.
Yeah.
He's also great.
That's why we've all got it
Their
memorized.
whole little trio is the best thing that ever. Their whole little side story that happened in Kingdom Hearts.
Well, there's just the two of them, Dan.
You're right. Sorry.
There's just Axel and Roxas. There's nobody else a part of that
My
group.
mistake. I don't know what I was thinking, but their whole little friendship circle that up to.
Sorry, it was because you walked through the nega zone behind Matt.
Oh, is it still live? Oh my god!
Seriously flipped him, so he can face it.
So Jordan,
yes,
is your which part of these is your heart and which part is your soul? Which part?
I can't make that joke.
Are your legs gonna go and think that they're their own person until you reabsorb them?
Yes, this is going to be my nobody.
Okay.
They're just gonna wander off. And then this is my heartless, because it's ironic, because it's the heart, so it's the heartless. That's Nimar's level of storytelling.
Yo, hey Jordan.
Yo.
Do you want me to show you a blank JPEG?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Put this on the tip there, buddy.
That joke's for
Wait,
just
is it
two
on there
people
yet?
in this room.
I'm waiting
I'm just
for it.
not that far into the series yet.
Yeah, what is that?
I know it's a blank. It's a blank Google.
Why have
page.
you put?
No, there's nothing in the
Why
pit.
do you put a white screen on?
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
picture?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Please.
Just to backtrack a little bit. I actually followed all the splitting.
Okay.
But the husk that's left behind when a heart goes off is called a nobody.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the
Hold on.
worst.
Oh, hold
Yes.
on. And then the heart goes and becomes a heartless.
Correct.
Shouldn't they switch those names?
Yes.
Yes, but one of them was in the first game, and one was in the second game, and they probably didn't think about that when they were designing it.
I really don't think that when they went. The first game is ultimately the game that causes the most problems in the lore overall, that they have to do a whole lot of work to retroact, because, as you can expect, when they made Kingdom Hearts, the anime Final Fantasy Disney video game, they did not go in expecting to make a long franchise out of this dumb idea.
Right.
And here we are.
I argue that they also didn't need to. They could have just made it. This guy goes on adventures with Donald and Goofy, and that would have been enough.
I agree, actually. I like what it has turned into, but that original little contained nugget that worked and was good just fine in a nice simple way. And
I watched
this big
the
and ridiculous
entire
lore
Polygon
don't play
video.
nice together.
I watched the entire Polygon video on this, and I was like, none of this is necessary.
I mean, Brian David Gilbert did do a great job
He did
on
an
it.
exquisite
but-
job, yeah.
Like Kingdom Hearts,
The hero's
as
journey.
a single game,
Yeah.
basically wraps up as well, right? Like it
Yeah.
is really only in the context of the greater mythos that spawned out of it that any of the greater mythos becomes necessary. Because, like, the end of that game, it's like, okay, cool, we found the door to Kingdom Hearts, and we've closed it, and our buddies are trapped behind it, and now Sora and Donald and Goofy go wandering off and wonder how they can save their buds.
So-
but like,
So they just got a Norda boy though, Matt.
Shambling Crenshaw in chat said that Kingdom Hearts made me appreciate, or like maybe helped me think that Metal Gear Solid wasn't that complicated. No, the Metal Gear Solid series is not actually that complicated. The back half of 2 had some translation issues that made some stuff a little bit confusing, but it's actually very straightforward and just like an allegory for real things that were happening and then did happen also, to be fair. Hey, we have a giveaway that we could draw the winner for.